Welcome, Capricorn, to your September monthly Power Path Tarot reading, a monthly tarot and astrology series created to help you unlock clarity, trust your intuition, and take aligned action. I'm Heather Ellis, and in these monthly readings, we explore four key dimensions: career and wealth, shadow work, past life insight, and action strategy to help you stay grounded, empowered, and on your soul path. I created this series to help you build self-trust and navigate life shifts with purpose. If you are new to my channel, please subscribe. And whether you are here for the first time or are a longtime subscriber, welcome to the Dog Star Astrology and Tarot Pack. First up is a quick review of the astrology, and then we will dive into the cards. You can use the timestamps below to move around the video. Now let's explore what the universe has in store for you this month. Capricorn, there is some excitement happening in the sky for the month of September as we are entering eclipse season. I will be focusing on the eclipses and how and where they are impacting you on your sign or based on your rising sign, as that provides more precision on the house that will be lit up in your natal chart. If you know your birth time, you can get a free natal chart using the link in the description below. If you do not know your birth time, you can look at how the eclipses will impact you through the lens of your sun sign. It's good to look at the big three if you know them: your rising sign, your sun sign, and your moon sign. Your moon sign shows your emotional landscape and home life. Your sun sign is your vitality, ego, what you want to be known for, and career. And your rising sign can be anything about you as it represents the self. Capricorn, the eclipse energy can manifest and play out 6 months to 1 year after the eclipse, so don't expect big changes on the exact day of the eclipse. There are 2 eclipses in September: a full lunar eclipse on September 7th and a partial solar eclipse on September 21st. September 7th, there is a total lunar eclipse on top of the North Node in the sign of Pisces. So for Capricorn rising, this indicates intensity around completion, fulfillment, revelation, or change about yourself and your communication, skills-based learning, neighborhood and neighbors, short distance travel, siblings, aunts and uncles. Again, this can take up to 6 months to completely unfold. And for Capricorn Sun, it is about your career. So maybe you are going to end, complete, or change or shift your career path. And for Capricorn Moon, it's about your home life and major changes coming through there. So perhaps you could be moving or making changes in the home. Could be renovations, could be a number of things. For Capricorn rising, this is the 3rd, 9th house axis of your communication and local environment and higher learning and far off distant shores. This indicates changes in your community, which could include moving to a far off location. On the upside, it does look like the changes occurring are likely to be positive, as Jupiter is in a positive aspect to the eclipse, bringing luck, opportunity, prosperity, and abundance. So I really like that. September 21st, there is a partial solar eclipse in the sign of Virgo. This solar eclipse, new moon, represents new beginnings and change. But because of the eclipse, this is also a destined new beginning and change in your beliefs, values, foreign countries, spiritual philosophy, or spirituality, philosophy, many those kinds of things. And with the South Node here, though, this also does indicate that this new beginning comes with a destined ending or releasing and letting go. So this could play out where travel plans could be disrupted, or letting go of a spiritual mentor for another one. So that's how you could see the energy play out. So Capricorn, this is what I have for you for the astrology. Now let's dive into the cards. Capricorn, the first cards I'm going to be pulling are going to be for your career and wealth. Make sure you stay till the very end, because I will be pulling some oracle cards at the end, an angel number card, and wrapping up with an animal speak rune. If you are not working, so for example, you're retired, you're a homemaker, then your career refers to your reputation and place out in the world. The things that you are known for can be passion projects, but just your involvement out in the community, okay? And this card represents your energy for the month of September. Okay, and it's the Ten of Swords. Okay, I'm a Capricorn, so not so thrilled to see that there, but it is what it is. This is week 1 for you, Capricorn, in your career and wealth. This one here is week 2. This card here represents week 3, and this is week 4 for the month of September. I'm just checking the camera up top, making sure that the cards are in the picture. And Now, this card here is your shadow work. And then this card here, that's no surprise with that Ten of Swords there. And this card here represents your past life insights. So your karmic gifts, what you were born into this life with, your gifts and talents. And then this last card here represents your action plan. Okay. So your, what you can do to achieve more success and take advantage of the energy in September. I'm going to pull one more card for your shadow work. This will help with any clarifying. This is a shadow work oracle card just for an extra layer of insight for you. And we have, there we go, unseen patterns. Okay, so Capricorn, let's dive into this. Your overall energy for September, it looks like, you have some positive energy here though, but each week, but your overall energy for the month of September is the Ten of Swords. So yeah, that's kind of sucky to pull. Ten of Swords is a painful ending, completion. The nice thing about it, we always try and give a silver lining with the more negative cards, but it can being a 10 is the end of an energy cycle. So this is saying that whatever has been difficult and challenging, Capricorn, is coming to an end. In September, you're going to be working through it, and then it is gone and out of your life forever. So that is the silver lining, but it does, things are challenging, things are painful, things are difficult for you in the month of September. It's going to September might feel like it's a little bit of an uphill battle, but I'm going to say there is a possibility, Capricorn, that you've kind of done this to yourself, especially when I see your shadow work card and your action strategy card. We are the goat. We like to climb the mountain. We like challenges. And, it's what I'm kind of seeing with all of this. I'm just going to throw it out there now. Is I kind of get the feeling that you might have taken on a little too much responsibility, and that is what the challenges are, and that's what the obstacles are, and this is where this weighing down is coming in for you. And so it's kind of your own doing, saying yes too much when maybe you should have said no, right? So just throwing that out there. Let me know in the comments below. I got to reflect and think about my own life and see if I'm in that boat. I might be. But yeah, please comment below and let me how that plays out in your career and your wealth area of your life. And see, if it's not about career and your work responsibilities, this can also be about financial responsibilities where, and that the challenging and difficulty, as an example, how this could be playing out is like that living paycheck to paycheck, right? Where you don't really have any extra wiggle room within your budget because you are, and like, for example, maybe you're trying to pay off a debt and do it as quickly as possible. So you are like maximizing your budget so you have no wiggle room each month. Well, that's no fun, right? That is difficult and challenging, and but you're pulling it off. And so again, this is how you can see that energy kind of play out. Sorry, that was a bit of a side tangent, but I just, wanted you to see the ways that this can play out for you. Now, what I do like to see for you, Capricorn, this first week you have the Ace of Wands. So this is a brand new opportunity with something you are passionate about that you can use your creative talents and, be inspired about. So we're talking about career and wealth. So an opportunity could come in at work that you feel very inspired about, that you can use your creativity and show off those skills and talents. But for others of you, this could even be a passion project or a side project that you're working on. But either way, I feel like some of this has this feeling of play. So this is a bit of a lighter energy. This is a fun energy. And I think in that first week, you're going to find that you have a lot of optimism and a lot of hope because of that Ace of Wands, this opportunity. And some of you could be finding hobbies and things that you enjoy doing that you didn't even know that you had, but you're applying it into your money and career in some kind of way. So I like this energy for you. It's going to help to make work not feel like work. So I'm loving that for week 1. Week 2, there's a little bit of a setback here. You have the Seven of Wands. All I can say with that, this is a card of standing your ground, defending yourself, defending your position. So if you are working on something at work, for example, you might find that your coworkers or colleagues could even be your boss too, but there is some pushback, okay, where a direction you want to go in, your ideas or thoughts on how a project should move forward or unfold, or processes for getting something done. And there's some pushback. You could even find that some coworkers are also like throwing off shade. They're creating obstacles for you at work, and you feel like they're getting in your way. People are getting in your way. But I do want to let you to know with that Seven of Wands there, you need to stand your ground and stand firm. Okay. So, and some of this could even be where, again, because I am seeing this overburdened energy here, this could even be where, someone it doesn't necessarily have to be a boss, but it can be a boss, but where a coworker or a boss is asking you to do some extra work to help out someone else, and they're just piling on the work and piling on the work, because you get things done, Capricorn. Like, let's face it, you are one of the hardworking signs, right? So you're that goat that climbs that mountain. You take on responsibility willingly. You can sometimes be a workaholic. So I feel like things are being put on you, but you need to stand your ground. If you can't do it, you say no. Okay. And that's what I'm seeing here in week 2. And some of that could even be financial burdens too. Like, people could be around you, could be asking you for money or to help out with something. And if you can't do it, you say no. If you're not comfortable doing it, say no. Okay, stand your ground in week 2. In week 3, we have Judgment here. So I really feel like week 1 and week 2, these have these really nice energy, and you finish off with the Queen of Wands. So that's a nice energy too. But week 3 is like this wake up call to your life's purpose. It's this do-over, it's clarity, it's making a decision. So I like that. I think whatever you started in week 1 is linked to week 3, and you've kind of evolved with it and moved something forward. And this really feels connected with your divine purpose, your path, your life path. You're just really feeling this. And I love that. I love that. I can't wait to see how it's going to play out. So comment below. Let me know what this is. I'd love to hear all about it. How my other fellow Capricorns are making out this month. And then week 4, we have the Queen of Wands. So again, a Wands passion energy here, a creative energy, an inspired energy. But being the Queen, she's mastered the energy of her suit, that fire, that wand, that passion, that inspiration, that drive, ambition, right? So, but it's the nurturing side of it. And you think of that nurturing side, like that feminine side that has the womb, right? Where you plant the seed and it grows into something abundant. I am loving this. So it's like whatever you had with that Ace of Wands in the very beginning, you're going to see it evolve and grow to the end of the month. And like, this is now you being that queen, sitting in your power, and you are going forward with it. You are taking action. You are leading with it. And I love this. You are doing something with that ace that you got in the beginning of the month. So I really like this. Comment below. I want to hear it. I want to hear all about it. Now, we're going to get into some of your shadow work. So here we go. So you have the 10 of Wands. This is, I mean, you see this person with all these wands on his on his back. He's is weighed down, right? This is all responsibilities and burdens placed on this person that they're so heavy. There's so much that he can barely stand. He's hunched over. It's hurting his back. He can barely move, barely walk, right? And move forward. And then you also have unseen patterns, which is change your thoughts, change your life. And so I think what this is and what your shadow work is, Capricorn, for you to work on this month is the responsibilities. And again, you are known for taking on a lot of responsibility. You are an earth sign. You're practical. You do this. This is just your natural way and who you are. But why? You need to do the shadow work and uncover deep down why it is that you feel you need to take on responsibilities even when they're not yours. Okay, Capricorn, what is that? And that is that unseen pattern. What is the emotional need for that? What is the drive? What is the psychology behind that? Because you need to learn how to say no and set limits and boundaries, okay? And maybe lighten the load, especially if it's not yours. Okay, Capricorn, and that is your shadow work for this month because I really feel like that Ten of Swords, that difficulty is because you've taken on too much. And I feel like there's some burnout going on. So do watch for that. And then your superpower. So this is your past life gift insight here. So what you were born in this lifetime with, the gift, your natural talent, you have that hermit. And that is that ability to go within and be guided by your own inner divine light. Okay, and find truths and wisdom within rather than looking for it from external sources. So I do think you're going to be tapping into that hermit energy and using that to find that shadow to do that shadow work and uncover these reasons because once you find the why, the why behind why you have to take on the responsibility, what emotional need is being fulfilled, is there a security thing? And for example, an example of the psychology behind it is that might be a need to be needed, right? That you don't feel fulfilled unless you feel like you're needed. And that's just an example, but it's doing that inner work to find it and that you have this natural ability to be reflective like that and do that inner work and trust that intuition and that divine your own inner guidance. And then your action plan with the Nine of Wands, it's like that one final obstacle. And then, like, you're almost there, you're almost at the finish line. You can see that light, you're almost at the end of the tunnel. So, your action plan is to just push through it this month and do that inner work, okay? But then, once you've done that, once you have pushed through the final obstacles, the final challenges, stop taking on other people's problems. Okay, Capricorn, set those boundaries. And that is your action plan. Like push through, take on only the responsibilities and the problems that are yours and not other people's. And that is what I really see for you. Again, comment below. I would love to hear how this plays out for you and if this resonates with my fellow Capricorns. Like we're in this together. Okay, so now I'm going to pull an abundance tractor card. I was really hoping that I got, we got the cards that like Aries got and Taurus got. Like they were fantastic cards. Great months for them. Oh well. It seems like Capricorn always just kind of gets the, short end of the stick or the short stick. We always have to make things difficult, don't we? Okay, so your attractor abundance card, you have in stillness I receive. That's that hermit. In that stillness, in that quiet, in that inner reflection, you receive. And what are you receiving this month? You're receiving answers on why you have to take it all on and why you can't just like, let some things go. You don't always have to do it all. We like it though. I know. Deep down, we like it. We're gluttons for punishment, right? Okay, so now I'm going to pull an Miracle of You card, and we have tangibility. So make your dreams real. So, what goals have you been sitting on? What dreams have you been sitting on? And it's time to focus on you, your needs, your dreams, your goals. End of story. Okay, and now I'm going to pull your angel number card. And we got 505. I think Scorpio or Sagittarius got this one as well. So this says finish line. Other keywords are reset, relaxation, unknown, surrender, finish line, success, and victory. So the message here says it serves as a timely reminder that anything can be accomplished. If you can dream it, there is no reason you can't make it a reality. If something is in the possession of another person, it is also available to you. So try to remain calm. What's meant for you won't pass you by. Let go of tension. Let go of tension. Let go of these burdens. I love it when the cards just all kind of support each other. Okay, and finally, we're going to wrap up Capricorn with your animal speak rune. And we have, what do we have? What do we have? We got the spider, which is fate. Sorry for anyone who's squeamish about spiders. Okay, I'm going to put my glasses on because I want to make sure I am not missing any messages and you get the full story with spider. So I'm using Animal Speak Runes by Ted Andrews if you are interested. I really like the Animal Speak runes. They're so much fun. And we have Weaving Fate. Okay, spiders are rich in lore and myth around the planet. They are the master weavers, weaving illusion, the lifespan, alphabets, magic, and fate. You now have an opportunity to weave your dreams into reality, to change your fate. It will not be easy. Yeah, no doubt, eh? It will not be easy, and there must be preparations, but the opportunities are presenting themselves. Are you willing to do the work necessary? Capricorn, yes, we are. Like the spider spinning its web, now is the time to spin new creations. Spider always heralds opportunities to weave your own fate. By asserting and expressing your creative energies, you will find yourself increasingly empowered in the coming months. There is a creative rhythm around you now which you may not fully recognize, but which is bringing balance and polarity into your life. Spiders have 8 eyes but don't see very well. The tiny fibers on their legs are sensitive to slightest movements. If spider has appeared, do not trust what you see, trust what you feel instead. By doing so, you take back your fate, and you take back your fate within your own hands. And those are the messages that I have for you, Capricorn. I really hope that you enjoyed this reading. Be sure to like, share, and comment. I would love to hear some feedback from my fellow Capricorns, but also subscribe and click on that notification bell so you're notified when the October monthly readings come out, but also my weekly energy updates. So I do post very short, quick weekly updates. For you every week, so make sure you're subscribed so you're notified when those come out as well. So Capricorn, have a fantastic month and take care.